How stopping the chase exposes a narcissist's deepest vulnerabilities.
Well,
Everyone. Today, we're exploring an important yet often overlooked aspect of narcissistic behavior.
oh yeah,
What happens when you decide not to engage with a narcissist
curious.
after they've left your life?
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about the effects of stopping their participation in their manipulative games?
Games.
This choice can have significant effects for both you and the narcissist.
Indeed.
When you no longer offer the attention and validation a narcissist craves, you might notice a significant change in their behavior. They often become more frustrated and bitter because they're used to getting admiration from those around them.
Oh,
Even though they might have treated you poorly in the past, they might still expect you to seek their approval.
oh,
By choosing not to engage with their manipulations, your silence and distance reveal their insecurities and vulnerabilities while rejecting their attempts to control or influence you.
yeah.
In this discussion, we'll look at how narcissists rely heavily on others' responses to maintain their
They do, huh?
self-image and manage their emotions. When their usual tactics don't work and they don't get the reactions they expect, it highlights their desperation and vulnerability. We'll explore these complex power dynamics
While the
and
foot chase
emotional struggles,
continued, other
offering
officers circled
insight
the
into the
neighborhood in
often
vehicles.
hidden realities
One
of
noticed a woman
narcissistic
perfectly
behavior.
matching the offender's
It's
description
also
heading
important
up
to
a
recognize the
driveway.
value of continuous support in these conversations. Your engagement, through likes, shares, or subscriptions, helps build a community focused on understanding and insight. By spreading these perspectives, we can reach more people who might benefit, fostering a network of awareness and mutual support. Now let's focus on how narcissists control relationships, especially as they start to end. Narcissists
Within another
often
5
manipulate
minutes,
key
the
moments
police
to
dog
avoid
tracked the scent
directly
of
facing
gasoline to
rejection.
the same
They
location.
use various tactics to keep control over the relationship, even as it dissolves. This manipulation can greatly affect how the end of the relationship is experienced by both people. By understanding these narcissistic behaviors, we can better navigate such relationships with clarity and resilience.
With the suspect in
Recognizing
custody,
these
the
patterns
officers
not
couldn't
only
help but
helps us
dwell on the
identify their
disturbing
tactics,
things they'd
but
seen
also
at the
empowers
gas
us to
station.
resist their emotional manipulation. Let's embark on this journey together, gaining insight and strength in our
The
interactions
horror,
and
however, seemed to be
relationships.
lost on the
Narcissists
suspect.
often
When
view
she was
others
alone
as
in the back
dependent
of the
on them,
police car,
which
it
boosts their
quickly
sense
became
of
obvious that
superiority and
something
control.
wasn't quite
They
right.
thrive on having their egos stroked and their worth validated by those around them. This dependency creates a dynamic where they expect constant approval and affirmation. When you don't meet these expectations, it can trigger their anger and frustration, as they rely heavily on your reactions, whether positive or negative, for their self-validation. The lack of validation can make them feel exposed and vulnerable, increasing their emotional pain. This pain worsens when they lose control over you. Without your presence to manage their emotions and uphold their sense of superiority, they feel off balance. They might view your lack of response
Believe it
as
or
a
not,
personal
this was
insult
nothing
and blame
compared to
you
some
for
of
their
her later
unhappiness.
behavior, which would
They
pose a
irrationally
significant
believe
barrier
that
to
your failure to
understanding the
meet their
crime.
demands is the
Before
cause of their
departing the
distress,
scene, the police
seeing
also
you as
spoke
the
to the
enemy
elderly owner of
responsible
the
for
home
their
where the
suffering.
suspect was apprehended.
Even though they have
She was a
lied,
friend
cheated,
of the suspect's
devalued,
family.
and abandoned you, they often adopt the victim mentality. They feel deeply hurt because you are no longer enduring suffering or sacrificing your well-being for their sake. This distorted view allows them to see themselves as the wrong party, ignoring their role in the relationship's problems. Understanding narcissists can be confusing if you're not familiar with their mindset. They are extremely self-centered, focusing solely on fulfilling their own desires, often at the expense of others.
More of what the
This
homeowner had to
self-interest
say would
makes
become relevant
interactions
once
with
the
them
police
challenging.
began to untangle
Knowing
the
how they
complex
think can help you
details
manage
of
these
what led to the
relationships
horrific
better and
events at
understand
Circle
their
K.
behavior patterns.
Getting the story
When
directly from the
narcissists face
suspect,
flaws
however,
or their
would not
demands aren't
prove to be
met,
as easy,
they often
and the
use
detectives
manipulative
involved in the
tactics
case
to
would likely
maintain their
remember it as
perceived
one of the
superiority
craziest
and control.
interrogations they'd ever
A common
conducted.
tactic is gaslighting, where they distort reality to make you doubt your own perceptions and feelings. This manipulation is meant to undermine your confidence, make you question your judgment, and reinforce their position as the victim. By doing this, they avoid taking responsibility for their actions and maintain their self-image. Additionally, narcissists crave constant attention and validation. When they feel they aren't getting the admiration they think they deserve, They may act out dramatically or engage in harmful behaviors like spreading rumors or undermining others. These actions are meant to regain the attention and validation they seek, often harming those around them. Understanding these behaviors can help you deal with narcissists more effectively and protect yourself from their manipulations. Despite the harm they cause in relationships, narcissists often don't grasp the full impact of their actions. They have a strong tendency to justify their behavior, seeing themselves as misunderstood heroes. This self-view prevents them from acknowledging the damage they cause, keeping them from forming genuine, respectful connections.
The reason Betty was behaving
Narcissists
this
often
way
deal
would have
with
to be determined
self-reflection
sooner
and
rather than
accountability
later.
in a unique
What
way.
police learned would
Rather
have
than
a huge
acknowledging
effect
their
on the
errors
case,
and working to correct
particularly
them,
when it came
they
to the
tend to blame
question
others
of
and
motive.
shy away from taking responsibility. This avoidance hampers their personal growth and makes it challenging for them to form healthier relationships. When narcissists attempt to mend relationships, their efforts are often influenced by lingering resentment and a desire for retribution. They frequently oscillate between dwelling on past issues and pretending to be unaffected, which traps them in cycles of anger and denial. This emotional inconsistency hinders real progress and makes it tough for them to forge lasting, positive connections. In their quest to regain control or boost their self-esteem, narcissists might employ manipulative strategies, such as trying to reinsert themselves into your life or rushing into new relationships for validation. These tactics usually backfire, leading to frustration and self-pity, which only prolongs their difficulties and prevents genuine resolution. Narcissists react with intense anger when their ego or sense of superiority is challenged. This anger is deeply ingrained and triggered by criticism or rejection. They have a low tolerance for anything that threatens their self-image, often responding with aggression or manipulation. Their anger is linked to their sense of entitlement and inflated self-worth. When they don't receive the admiration or compliance they believe they deserve, they may react with rage, viewing it as an attack on their perceived superiority. This entitlement makes it hard for them to handle criticism or rejection calmly, as they feel they are owed special treatment. In summary, understanding narcissistic anger involves recognizing how their fragile self-worth, constant need for validation, and distorted sense of entitlement contribute to their reactions. By grasping these factors, you can better navigate interactions with narcissists.
Yeah.
Sentiment, confiance pour confiance, c'est moi